Alright, what's up everybody, it's Spluff, and today we are playing some Modern Warfare Remastered. There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, specifically pertaining to the new, oh my god, the new updates that's coming out for, oh god, I haven't played this in a while, so bear with me. The new updates that's coming out for Modern Warfare Remastered, and it's gonna be a lot of stuff. Now, I haven't been neglecting you guys, so you don't have to worry about that. Just been enjoying the rest of my break. But I read on Reddit that they were going to be adding attachments to this game. Now, just give you a second to think about that. Attachments to a remaster of COD 4. Now, there's a lot of things wrong with that. Ugh. A lot. That is just like, what are you thinking? I could go on about that, but you know, I'll spare you. Like Raven Studios told us that they were going to try to stay as close to the original as possible. Yet, first it was guns or weapons. First it was not weapons. What the fuck am I talking about? First it was melee weapons. And everybody was like, well, I mean, you can't do anything about it. But if they add weapons or something else, I'm gonna be real mad. And now the new weapons are coming out, and everybody's like, well, you know, as long as this is my impersonation of the average Call of Duty subreddit redditor. Well, as long as everybody can get the weapons, then it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So you're not gonna be mad about that either. Okay, sure. And now they're all like, the reason we found out about this is because somebody did like a data mine again, and they found files that were talking about the attachments that were going to be added in the game. And so I saw that and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, that is seriously changing the game. And one of them is a heartbeat sensor. Like, that completely changes search. This is ridiculous. Maybe if I was good at sniping. It changes so much of the game. Even more so than regular guns would. Because, you know, it's just bullets. But having, like, one of them was the long barrel that they wanted to add. So you can imagine putting the long barrel on an M16. Its one burst range is gonna be basically across the map. Like, how do you fight that? Let me answer that for you. You don't. You're basically screwed. Thanks, Raven. And people like to defend Raven, like, well, it's not Raven's fault. It's probably activating. I push my glasses up onto my nose. It's you know, Raven wants money too. They're a studio just as much as Treyarch or Infinity Ward are. I'm sure they were totally down to add supply drops and add weapons to supply drops, because then look at it, you know, maybe like 20% or 50% of the profits that they make. Like, it's not just Activision. Like, yeah, they're sleazy about it, but Raven is totally on board.
Let's do this.
Now, people enjoyed COD 4 because of its simplicity, and that's a lot of the reason why people also liked MW2. I mean, MW2 was a lot of fun, but there wasn't a lot to it. If you look at the newer games, you got boosters and crazy shit that's going on, specialists, like all sorts of stuff. And I think a lot of people prefer just well-made, quality, simplistic games. That's why CSGO is huge right now. And them adding these guns, these new guns, these attachments. It's bringing in an element of change that I think a lot of people just don't want. Like, especially in this game. Now, what I wish they did was focused on the competitive aspect of this game, and instead of trying to turn this game into like a money pig, they would support it and turn it into like an MLG competitive game, and then they could have like Infinite Warfare as, or not Infinite Warfare specifically, but the newer Call of Duties could be, you know, they're money pigs, and then this game would be supported throughout the years, and it could be like the staple Call of Duty when it comes to competitive gameplay. But, you know, obviously they're not going to do that, because instead they're all like, yeah, let's just add supply drops to both games. Haha, and then we can get double the profits or something, and further alienate the Call of Duty player base. So here we are in that position. I don't know how I feel about it. There's supposed to be a lot of stuff. I mean, on the bright side, they are fixing kill cams, which should have been fixed about a month ago. They're fixing the spawn system. I don't know how they're going to do that or what they're going to change. They're just fixing it. It doesn't say anything about like reverting it to its old ways. And then they're also fixing collaterals, so that's pretty nice. But I don't think that compensates for the change of new attachments and new weapons. Like, even Raven came out and said they were sticking to cosmetic. It's just like the games that Activision puts out, like, they're good. Like, they're good. I enjoy Call of Duty. Maybe because I'm, like, you know, good at it. Me going 4-4 is not good, but you know, you see my shit. I enjoy playing it, and I wish they would take the game more seriously instead of turning it into a money pit. But I just like I'm just tired of buying Call of Duty and, you know, expecting something to change. It's, you know, it breaks my heart. It really do. And that's what a lot of people do. They buy Call of Duty. Yeah, the studio's like, oh yeah, everything's like gonna be cosmetic. Blah blah blah. You're number one. We'll love you. And then, you know, a month into it, everything's changed and the game's completely different. It happens every single year, or in the most recent years. Because if they told everybody at when the game first came out, if they were like, oh yeah, you know, the game's gonna come out with Infinite Warfare, but COD 4 Remastered is also gonna have supply drops, and chances are we're gonna add new weapons, and then eventually we're gonna add attachments. Do you think a lot of people are gonna buy that? I don't think so. Like, I definitely wouldn't have bought the game if I knew they were gonna add all this bullshit into it. Like, the supply drops are okay, don't get me wrong. You know, it adds some new stuff into the game, gives it some much needed refresher, but I think they're taking it a step too far with all these attachments and new weapons that they want to add. So that's just my 2 cents. Ugh. Yeah. My nails really itches. So, I don't know. They're just a bunch of sleazebags. They'll learn one day. I think the Call of Duty community just needs to die, and they need to make a new series and actually, like, treat just the whole gaming community in general. Companies need to learn to just treat them better, because they're all after just tons of money, so they can, like, Activision made $1 billion off of Black Ops 3, I think. $1 billion. And Infinite Warfare isn't any better. So I don't know what they're doing. What are you, just putting it in stocks and generating more revenue? I don't know. Like, why? Let's just, you know, spend it, invest it into shit. I don't know, give it to the government and have them spend it on infrastructure. I don't give a shit. You don't need $1 billion. Whatever. Now I'm just getting riled up. Okay, well, this is that's all I wanted to talk about. I haven't forgotten about you guys, so don't worry about that. I'm school started again, so back taking classes. That means I'll be back to my normal 1 upload a week dealio. Maybe 2, depending, because my schedule isn't that bad. Probably uploading either Monday or Wednesday. That is the plan. I'm going to be sticking to it. Almost at 30 crypto keys. 25. Nope. Okay, yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next episode.